morning and welcome to TV50's coverage of Green Machine football. It's week 7 of the high school football season and homecoming tonight for Geneseo High School as the Green Machine plays host to the LaSalle-Peru Cavaliers. Hi everyone, Lauren Lemke along with Zach Mackey for our broadcast tonight. Glad to have you along on a crisp and cool October Friday night from Geneseo. This is a Northern Illinois Big 12 conference matchup between Geneseo, the Green Machine at 4-2, and LP 2-4. And a game that maybe 3 weeks ago may look like a slam dunk for Geneseo, but Zach, Geneseo's dropped their last 2 games, and LP's coming off a huge 40-0 victory over Ottawa. So we don't know what we're going to expect here tonight.
No, absolutely. First off, it's great to be back. It's been a while since I've been up here. I said walking up, but it's good to be back. And like you said, Geneseo and LP coming off 2 totally different situations right now. LP had that huge win against Ottawa last week, 40-0, where Geneseo's dropped their last 2, and there's been a lot of talk, about dropping those last 2 the way it's gone. It's been against 2 very, very good football teams. So this is kind of a rebound for the Leafs, and if you're LP, it's kind of a keep pushing right on through. So a big game for the Maple Leafs here tonight.
Geneseo's not done too much offensively or defensively the last 2 games. Of course, you have Sterling and Rochelle, the 2 teams they lost to, and they're both highly ranked in Class 5A. Meanwhile, LP, their 2 wins have come against United Township and Ottawa, not the strongest teams in the state. So they won the 2 games they were expected to win. They have a great quarterback. We got to keep an eye on him tonight. He's a senior, Kennedy Carey, number 7. They'll run a spread offense. Geneseo's going to have to find the football. They had a little trouble 2 weeks ago against Sterling. So we'll see the LP offense to start off tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Kennedy Carey, he's going to be ready. Last year, he was knocked out of the game in the first series. Didn't get to see him much. One of the stars of this LP team. So he's ready to play here against the Green Machine tonight. And you talked about they're kind of about a 60% pass, 40% run type of team. They're going to favor it in the air on first down. Going to go about 50-50 between that run and pass. So it's going to be a fun one to see here.
Honorary captain tonight was Mr. Jesse Dobbles, and LP won the coin toss. They are electing to take the football here.
Come on,
and
Jesse.
Jack Hinton has the football ready to go on the tee at the 40-yard line for Geneseo, kicking left to right to the south end zone. A packed house here for homecoming 2016. And we're underway from Bob Reed Field. A bullet of a kick hitting at the 10, inside the 5, picked up at the 3. Return to the 10, and Geneseo making contact at the 15, and finally stopped at the 17-yard line as the kick return team gets down there and makes a good tackle.
Yeah, anytime you can start on the other side of your opponent's 20-yard line, it's a good defense. It's a good spot for your defense to start now. So we'll see right away an opportunity to make a statement. You talked about a packed house. Let me tell you, when I was coming here, this parking lots all around are absolutely full. Everyone seems to be back for homecoming here. It's filled up here on the home side.
Zach Olson makes that tackle for Geneseo on special teams. LP has it at their 18-yard line. They'll have 3 receivers to the right of the formation, 2 to left, empty backfield for their quarterback, Kennedy Carey, as Geneseo's 3 down linemen, 4 linebackers. Pass is out and incomplete, intended for his tight end and over the head of Earl Hocking.
And that's what the Leafs need to do all day. You saw a lot of pressure on the right side. The end came flying right on through. Trying to get a name on that. They came flying right on through on the left side of the Geneseo defense, untouched, but that was huge to be able to make that play.
Might have been Charlie Weiss, possibly.
Somebody on that left side of the defense came flying right on through.
2nd down and 10. Motion in front of the quarterback. They'll flip it to him. Running out to the right side. Gets around the end and out of bounds on the LP sideline. Some contact near that sideline. Must have been hit in play. And it's a good pickup for LP out to the 26-yard line. It's a gain of about 7.
That's a tough one. The Cavaliers got around that outside. They were able to pick the edge. Got about 6 yards there, but got to give credit to this defensive line. They struggled last week. That week they were 5 yards back into LP's territory, so they're winning the battle at the line here early.
Geneseo had Sam Thomas go out with a ankle injury last week, has ended his season, and Zach Humphrey starts tonight in his spot at the defensive tackle positions. 3rd down and short. Geneseo stops Kennedy Carey in the backfield as he tried running the quarterback draw. He's tackled at the 25. He comes up 3 yards short of the first down.
Got to give credit right there to the tackle. Zach Humphrey came right on through there, stopped up that hole on the right side of the offensive line. And like you said, Sam Thomas goes out. This team is a team that has really had their back against the wall. There's so many guys that have had to go down because of injury, some starters, and they've had to bounce back, get right back into it.
LP to punt on 4th and 3. 1 minute into this game, we're scoreless. Geneseo doesn't get the football for the first time. Tyler Thompson and Zach Olson at around midfield. And the punt's away. Nice kick. Spiral heading down to Zach Olson at the 40, and he's hit right away and driven back to the 35. They'll spot it at the 37-yard line.
Not a bad spot to get to see this offensive line come out now. The last 2 consecutive weeks, they've struggled to be able to move the ball down the field, and the defense has kind of struggled to stop them. The defense gets to stop it, and we'll see if the offense can't put a drive together.
Well, Geneseo did what they wanted to defensively, a 3-and-out.
Yeah.
They're going to pick up some first downs here. They could not do that last week in the first half against Rochelle. Need some confidence here. Need to get something going and get that confidence back that they can play some football. 1st and 10. Geneseo's going to hand it off to their fullback, and that's Cade Humphreys barreling up past the 40 to about the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Kyle Toon starts at quarterback. We mentioned Humphreys at fullback. Drew Rapps and Jordan Jackson also in the backfield. Hunter Gertens at center tonight. Dylan Decker and Charlie Weiss at the guard. Zach Humphrey gets the start at tackle. And Dalton Stage is at the other side on the right side, the right tackle. Kyle Wise, Noah Aper in at the ends.
Good sign anytime your fullback can get 5 yards right up the heart of the middle.
2nd down and 5. And it's Jordan Jackson taking the call. And he found an opening, has a first down for Geneseo. Let that play develop in front of him, and found a crease back on the backside.
Yeah, you said it, Lauren. He was the second back through on that play, and he just kind of read it, stayed behind, and didn't have to make it such a quick play. He could kind of slow it down and read that defense.
Been some tough running for Jordan the last couple weeks. He did a couple good runs in the Sterling game, but Rochelle really was keying on him last week. Geneseo has it, 1st and 10 at midfield. This is Drew Rapps sweeping out to the right with a convoy out in front. He dives to the 40-yard line. Very close to a first down. Might be 9.5 yards there.
24, Rapps the ball carrier.
Well, you see Rapps get up. He's got some excitement as they're very close to that first down chain. They're trying to check it exactly, but Rapps very excited. That's what this team needs. A little excitement, a little bit of a giddy up back after a struggled last 2 weeks. You know, had a couple of down points. So this is the time to get back up, get back into it, and get those positive yards.
2nd and inches just outside the 40-yard line of LP. This is Cade Humphreys' first down run up the middle to the 35-yard line.
Humphreys, the ball carrier, picks up the Maple Leaf
Geneseo moving the ball here on the opening drive. 9 minutes and 15 seconds to play in the first quarter. We are scoreless.
1st and 10 on the Cavalier 35-yard line.
Leafs are doing the old ground and pound, keeping it down on the field and using defensively the defensive line won it at the line of scrimmage, and offensively it seems so far the Green Machine are able to win it at the line of scrimmage as well. Both times, all the times, they've gone just 2 tight end sets. Just going our best 7 against your best.
Tight formation. It's Jackson up the middle, breaks a tackle at the 30, tries to get to the outside, and 10-yard run to the 25-yard line. LP has given up some points. Their 4 losses this year. They've allowed 34 or more points in those 4 losses, so they can be scored upon, and Geneseo is down to the LP 25.
Thing that's scary when you look at LP is they're a team that's able to put up points too. Put up 40 against Ottawa, had a couple of real high-scoring affairs as well.
2nd down and a yard for Geneseo. It's Cade Humphreys to his left, has enough for the first down as he's thrown down at the 24-yard line. Geneseo moving to the south end zone, where a number of middle school students are camping out tonight.
They got their blankets and everything. It's a little bit chilly tonight, but hasn't stopped the Green Machine fans from coming out.
On the Cavalier 24-yard line.
Talking beforehand how crazy it can change. I mean, it was shorts weather yesterday. Everyone's in their coats today.
Temperature around 50 as this 1st and 10 play goes to Drew Rapps on the toss sweep. He cuts it up inside, and another 10-yard run for Geneseo.
Rapps the ball carrier.
Took it right over that right side, and right now it's just 7, 10, 11 yards every play so far. It's 9 yards on that one. It's big. It's not just little runs here or there. It's some big runs so far in this series.
They'll say it's 9 yards, so it's 2nd down and 1. Something we haven't seen from Geneseo the last couple weeks. That first down play, getting over 5 yards,
so crucial.
And it's Humphrey, Summers fullback position. 1st down. He's tough to bring down inside the 10. Finally stopped at the 8-yard line, and Geneseo will look at a 1st and goal from the 8 with 7:22 to play in the first quarter.
This is more the Geneseo team that we're used to, just keeping the ball on the ground, getting 7, 8 yards every carry. And right now these Geneseo backs are tough to bring down. They're fighting for their yardage, and they put together a great little drive right now to start off this first quarter.
They'll break the huddle. Pace here for the Geneseo offense seems to be a little bit quicker as they line up here. Play clock down to 9. Counter play to Jackson off to the left to the 5, dragging a couple defenders with him and brought down at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 5, 2nd and goal from the 3.
Right now, Coach Denny Derricks is just staying with what works. Keep putting it on the ground, keep going in between your tackles. Geneseo this entire series has ran a 2 tight end set. They're just keeping 7 guys down on the line of scrimmage. And they're using their left side of the line, right side of the line. You talked about Sam Thomas had to go out. Got to give credit to Zach Humphrey, who stepped into that tackle spot. And so far, we haven't seen a fall at all.
And it's Jordan Jackson barreling in from the 3-yard line. Drew Raps with the touchdown. And Raps gives Geneseo the first score, 6-0, 6:25 to play in the first.
How about that for the Leafs? Go on down, put together quite the drive. We'll get the numbers over there from Willis, but that was a substantial drive on the other side of the 50, and just kind of a little knick-knack here or there, 5, 10 yards all the way down.
So the extra point coming up here from Jack Hinton. And his kick is on its way and good. So Hinton's 19 out of 20 on the season. Geneseo leading 7-0 with a little over 6:25 to play here in the first quarter. Zach Humphrey, by the way, is number 71 tonight. He had to change his number from 86 to 71 so he could play that tackle position. I kept looking, I'm like, okay, who's 71? Yeah. And
funny you say that.
Finally clicked.
I saw his dad. He had the X through the 86 on his back, and he had 71 taped on. So there you go. Leafs get a big stop to start things off. They go ahead and drive down the field and score. And it's good to be ahead, and the Leafs are right now.
Willis Andel with the scoring drive here for Geneseo. 10 plays, 63 yards, all on the ground. 4 minutes and 25 seconds. A 3-yard touchdown run from Drew Raps, and Jack Hinton's extra point makes it 7-0. Geneseo over LP in this homecoming game.
That's what we're used to, right? 63 yards in 5 minutes. Keep it on the ground and pound it right on through.
Squib kick inside the 30, and LP's going to pick it up and just take a knee and protect that football. Harry Wilmot for LP with that recovery, and the Cavaliers come out for the 2nd time tonight. They were stopped in 3 plays and had to punt on the opening series.
Talking with the defensive staff this week, this defensive line's going to try to mask a lot of things, shift around. It worked against Rochelle, jumped him off sides a couple of times, so don't be surprised if you see a lot of movement, up, back, up, back. We see the linebackers going back and forth right now.
To throw, Kennedy Carey, pass over the middle off the hands of his tight end, Earl Hocking, and incomplete.
Man, that defensive line was on him right away. He had about 2 seconds. You looked at the way he threw that ball, you could tell he was hurried, and right away knew he had to get it out of his hand. Not a good throw.
Tyler Tates is out there starting at the nose tackle position. Zach Humphrey, he's 71. And then you got Cody Brower on that defensive line, number 79. So Geneseo is going to go with a three down lineman set in this game. The last 2 games have been about 4 down linemen. And LP will spread it out with 3 receivers to the right of their formation, 2nd down and 10. Quick throw, wide receiver screen. It's tipped and incomplete. Ben Cosgrave got his hands on that Almost caught by the receiver over there for LP, but it falls incomplete. Lucas Salazar, the intended receiver.
3rd and long now. LP most likely going to have to be looking to the air with this play right now. Now, the Green Machine you talked about, they have 3 down linemen, and they've taken 2 linebackers, brought them up almost as defensive ends. It looks like the old 5-2, basically, when you're looking at it. Just 5 guys on the line and 2 linebackers set across the middle. Right now, Jackson, the lone guy in the back with the trips over to the right.
3rd and 10. Geneseo will rush 3. Kennedy with time to throw. He's going to throw it out long down this near sideline. Deep throw and incomplete. Great coverage downfield. Going step for step with the receiver is Tyler Thompson, as that pass was intended for Ryan Shevlin.
Tell you, when you looked at this defense at the start of the year, the youngest position and the position that had the least amount coming back was the defensive backs. And so far, they have been the guys that have showed up and played through the first couple of weeks of the season, through the first 6. And a big play there by Tyler Thompson. That was a launch of a throw down this near side. And these DBs, they've come up to play. They've got to deserve a lot of credit throughout.
Well, we got to see the arm strength of Kennedy Carey in that one.
Man, he can throw.
4th and 10. Punt coming here from LP. This one's going to hit at the Geneseo 45 and take a nice bounce. 10, almost a 15-yard roll, and stop at the 31. Geneseo comes back out on offense after another 3-and-out against the LP offense, and it's 7-0 with 5:55 to play in the first quarter. Geneseo going on a 10-play, 63-yard scoring drive to start this game.
LP really just defensively or offensively hasn't been able to move the ball at all. They haven't, I don't know if they've even gotten a positive. I guess they did get that 1 5-yard run in the first series. That series, not a single positive play. So it's been a long night already here in the first quarter for the offensive LP. They're going to try to change some things up.
From the 31-yard line, this is Drew Rapps, and he gets a 3-yard run out to the 34 as he tries to sweep it out to the right, and a late flag coming in here after the play.
You know, I have seen there's been a little bit of chippy play, a little pushing back and forth after the play, and I don't know if this had anything to do with that, but there's been a lot of little pushing back and forth. Both these teams know this is big games for their playoff hopes.
I did not see what happened. The infraction was out of our camera view.
Dead ball. Personal foul on the offense. After the play, 15 yards.
Yeah, that's what I thought. A little chippy. It's been out there, a little pushing back and forth. I think it happened between 2 linemen right up there in the trenches. And back judge is going to throw that, not going to let any of that stuff happen.
It's a conference game.
Yeah,
it is. These 2 teams have played every time since, what, 1981. So.
Yeah. And LP 2-4 on the season. They got to win their next 3 consecutive games, including this one, to have a chance in the playoffs. So this is kind of do or die time for them.
Backs Geneseo up to the 19, 2nd down and 10. It's Rapps with room to run. Out to the 30, to the 34-yard line, about the original line of scrimmage. And it's going to set Geneseo up for a 3rd down and about 8.
Rapps just that second guy through on the right side of the line, right inside the tackles. And, you know, I'm looking at the replay. Every guy is covered up front until you get to the 3rd level, back of the backfield. So right now the offensive line, the first back through, are doing their jobs, picking somebody up, and it makes it hard when you're that defense.
Double tight, double wing set on this formation. Rapps jet sweep and tuned to roll to the left. With time to throw, airs it out, and it is intercepted at midfield by LP, and Noah Aper comes up with the tackle as that ball went straight to Damari Martin.
Yeah, that's tough to throw, and you had about 3 LP players there on the left side, and 2, and I don't know, didn't see the guy on the far side, threw it up, kind of up for jumps, and not able to get up there in time. On that left side was number 82, Noah Aper. Had a lot of LP guys in this area.
4th interception thrown by Kyle Toon this season, and LP has the game's first turnover. They start inside the 50 at the Geneseo 49-yard line, trailing 7-0. Kennedy Carey in shotgun formation back at his own 45. Draw play. Geneseo contact in the backfield, and nowhere to go there as Nick Schwartzendruber came in on a blitz. Got some contact with the running back, and the defensive line took care of the rest.
LP trying to really spread things out. They'll send 2 to the left, they'll send 1 to the right, and they'll try to get the DBs to cross. And right now, the Geneseo defense is taking that safety, and they're not having any help over the top. They're having him cover that guy so they can send more guys in the box. You see there's about 7 guys matched up in the box. The safeties are coming up to cover those guys out in coverage.
Play clock down to 10. LP changing the play. And Geneseo's going to bring 5. They get the pass out. It's juggled and then caught. And a nice tackle there by Logan Weber, who had a heck of a game last week at Rochelle. Makes a solo tackle on number 89, Earl Hocking.
That's a heck of a play. That's one of those plays you don't get enough credit for, but you're in the flat, you're in the open field, and Weber comes flying up like a freight train and goes low at him, down under the hips, and takes that it was only a gain of 1. It looked like it was going to be a big yardage play for LP on the left side.
3rd down, 8 from the Geneseo 47-yard line. LP with 3 receivers to the right. Kennedy carries in a roll that way, step up and throw. His pass is well short, incomplete. His receiver was open, Salazar, but left it short, and he couldn't make the catch.
Kennedy carry, too. He just kind of hits the ground as he's getting up. He's not too happy because he knows he's got no time to be able to throw that ball away. He's not able to produce his best because those defensive linemen are on him, lickety split, right away. He's been having to he'd have to quick release those balls out of his hand.
Well, the Geneseo defense is playing very well tonight.
Yeah, they
have not given up a first down yet. And kind of scary there when LP took over at midfield, but Geneseo allowed just 2 yards in 3 plays. Here's the 3rd punt tonight for the Cavaliers. A high kick coming down to Tyler Thompson at the 22, and he's going to be taken down at the Geneseo sideline at about the 26-yard line. 3:36 to play in the first quarter. It's the Green Machine 7, LaSalle-Peru 0.
I always say that's one of the hardest plays in football, to be one of the punt return guys. You got guys running down the field, want to take your head off. You got to catch that while also maintaining where those guys are at. Good job by Thompson.
Starting from the 27-yard line, and before we move any further, Geneseo's going to call a timeout and talk about what they want to do here next. LP tonight, they've got their away white uniforms. I don't know if they've got some new pants. They got some silver pants.
Yeah.
Usually they have the white pants with the the red and green stripe, and maybe they're changing things up.
Seems like they might be going away almost from their Christmas look, the red, green, and white. They kind of added a little gray in there. Like you said, I think the helmets are kind of more of like a shine to them. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't look bad over there.
Geneseo in their traditional green jerseys, gold pants, and
I don't think that's going to change.
No. The scoreboard's got a new look tonight. They've got the new sign up on top with the state champions and state runner-ups from all those years. So they finally got the 2013 team up there, Zach. That was your class.
Yeah, that's right. It looks sharp up there.
Back to football. 1st and 10, Geneseo from their own 27-yard line, up by a touchdown here in this first quarter. Jordan Jackson sweeps, jet sweep to the left, strung out. He's going to take it past the 30-yard line to about the 33, and about a 6-yard gain.
Jackson keeps those feet moving. He was hit at about the line of scrimmage and just kept picking up a couple of yards here, there, and everywhere, and able to get a good pickup on that play. And you see, I can get the zoomed-in look at the LP coaches over there. They're not happy. They're just trying to figure out how they're going to stop this Geneseo offense right now. It's 6 yards, 10 yards, 5 yards every time it's handed off.
2nd and 5, and it's the fullback being stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Give him a yard to the 35. It'll be 3rd down and 4, and that was Cade Humphreys, the senior.
This has got to be one of the first 3rd downs we've seen the Geneseo offense face now. Mostly been 1st down, 2nd down, able to get on through. So chance to just have to pick up 2 here. This is a big get up because you're not going to be able to go for it. Now 4 down territory. Got to get these 2 yards right here.
On 3rd down, give it to Cade Humphreys. Comes flying through there as he was coming down on the ground. He got hit kind of up high by the helmet, and it's a first down run for Geneseo out to the 44-yard line.
And the NFL, that would have been flag. Head-to-head contact right there. Lucas Salazar came flying on through, and man, he got a hit.
Leading with the helmet.
Yeah. So people get hurt.
A first down coming up here for the Green Machine at the 44-yard line. Kyle Wise splits out to this near side. They'll go the other way with Jordan Jackson on the toss sweep. Jackson breaks a tackle, and he's caught by the ankles, and he couldn't get loose. And he's going to be taken down at the 47.
Jackson, the ball carrier.
Leafs are coming out firing here after having a couple of tough losses. You had some big losses. Right now the Leafs are sitting with 32 playoff points. So recently, which, you know, you want to talk about the Leafs schedule and everything, they right now have one of the top, within the top 10 in the entire state in terms of playoff points. Their opponents have done their job, went out and won games. So if the Leafs are able to get to that 5-4 mark, they'd be a surefire into the playoffs.
Second down and 6. Tune to throw, and his pass, he just threw this away. And one of the Geneseo coaches could not come up with the catch, and he's going to hear about that in the Monday morning tape room session.
I think that was Jamie Farrell, let it go right through his hands down on the Geneseo sidelines. Oh, man.
So that incomplete pass. It'll be third down and 6 for Geneseo. 1:18 to play in the first quarter. Geneseo 7, LaSalle-Peru 0. Yeah, looking for win number 5 tonight for Geneseo, and the latest playoff outlook had Geneseo just creeping up more and more to that 5A. They're like second highest team in 4A right now, so hopefully they can stay in that 4A field. Tune to throw on 3rd and 4. Gets the pass complete to Jordan Jackson in the flats, but he's going to be driven back, and Geneseo's going to be looking at about a 4th and 7 now.
Number 34, Jackson on the tackle for LP. 74, Chambal.
A tough call. Throw that one over to the flat. You know, it's
trying to go with a screen over there, and it just broke down. No, there's no blocking there for Jackson once he caught the ball.
Like to see the Leafs keep that ball down on the ground there, and maybe in that next series. They've seen a lot of success when they kept the ball on the ground. Going on through. Gonna have to punt for the first time today.
Jack Hinton, nice punt. It's an head towards the LP sideline and go out of bounds at around the 20. And we've got a close game here in the first quarter. It's 7-0, Geneseo over LP, with the Cavaliers coming back out on offense.
Be interesting to see now with the LP Cavaliers on offense what they can get going. They so far have struggled to be able to get anything really offensively. Haven't even gotten a first down yet. So they're going to try to get something going. This Geneseo defense is kind of throwing them for a loop. You'll see when you watch it on the replay on Sunday, you'll see the linebackers coming in, kind of faking it in and out. They're kind of masking what you call it a look, and LP having a tough time being able to pick those guys up.
Jaron Brooker is in there as well for Geneseo, number 5. So a smaller lineup, quicker lineup for Geneseo as this first down play. Pass is complete to the 25. Geneseo all over the receiver after the catch, and that's Hocking who makes the reception.
LP going with a lot of those real short little passes, 5 yards here, 5 yards there, because right away as soon as he gets that ball, Kennedy Carey's got a guy in his face.
Second down and 5. I don't think LP is going to get this next play off. We're down to 5 seconds on the first quarter clock, and we run out of time. So the first quarter has come to an end here at Bob Reed Field in Geneseo. The Green Machine on the scoreboard, and they lead LP 7-0 after the first quarter.
This TV 50 telecast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Greg Anderson of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Telephone Company, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Vandemore Funeral Home, Northside Rexall Drug, Hammond Henry Hospital, ProTech Auto Body, Village Home Stores, Liberty Village, Farmers National Bank. Please patronize our sponsors and let them know you appreciate their support of this TV 50 telecast.
Ready to start the second quarter with Zach Mackey. I'm Lauren Lemke. Glad to have you along for our broadcast here on TV 50 with Geneseo leading LaSalle-Peru 7-0. Bob Pettit not with us tonight. Rumor is he's watching the Cubs game, being a diehard Cubs fan. So we'll get Bob back next week. But thanks for filling in here, Zach. Glad to have you with us again.
Yeah, it's fun to be back. Like I said, after spending the last couple of seasons, not able to this season, but fun to be back up in here.
Otherwise, you'd be running along the sidelines with the TV camera, right, for Channel 8?
Yeah, yeah. I usually walk. I should run.
LP's going to start the second quarter with the football, 2nd down and 6 from their own 25. Motion in the backfield. Quarterback's going to hand it off. Geneseo all over. They read that play from the start.
Yeah.
Zach Humphrey, Ben Cosgrave, Tyler Tates, all there. And a loss on the play back to the original line of scrimmage to the 21. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
So funny, week to week, you never know. The defensive line was criticized last week a little bit for their play up front, and this week they've come up to show, having a couple of real big plays and getting through there very quickly that time.
3rd down and 10. LP setting things up here in a bunch formation. 3 receivers to this near side. Kennedy Carey in the shotgun formation back at the 15. Has time to throw. Slings it out. Completes the pass, but Nick Schwartzendruber is there to make the tackle after a short gain on that pass to Mac Uranich.
Schwartzendruber was right there right away. Had him dead fire, and that's going to have to go ahead and punt it away, are going to be the Cavaliers.
Well, Geneseo dominating in this game. It's still just 7-0. It's still tight, but it seems like Geneseo's been in command throughout this game.
You would have asked me the score. It feels like a lot different of a ball game. There's been a couple of turnovers that have gone the Cavaliers' way, but if you can't move the ball offensively, there's not much you can do.
Short kick hitting shy of midfield, and it'll stop at the LP 48-yard line. So great field position for Geneseo as they come out here for this first series of the second quarter, up 7-0.
On the Cavalier 48-yard line.
Touchdown tonight by Drew Rapps in that first quarter, opening drive for Geneseo. Homecoming and a beautiful night. It's jacket weather.
Yeah.
But it's a great night to watch a game.
It is kind of that football in October feel.
On 1st down, it's Cade Humphreys getting the call, and he's hit as soon as he gets the football. May have lost a yard on the play.
We're just kind of happy it's dry. We're in the press box. I heard you guys had a wet one last week, and a couple of them this year have been in that rain type of environment. So it's nice to have a nice clear one in the skies.
No complaints tonight. Loss on the play of 2 yards. So it'll be 2nd down and 12 at the LP 49-yard line. Geneseo's going to spread things out here with Kyle Wise and Noah Aper. Split out to this near side. They'll run it this way with Jackson. He's got some blocks. He's taken
a horse collar
from behind, up high, yeah, right inside the shoulder pad. And stopped at the 45-yard line. No call here, though, right? No flag?
No, I think there is one. It might have just slipped out of his pocket. The head ref right now is talking to the side ref. It was pretty blatant right in front of the sideline here. He was horse collared from the back side, and most likely that should be, we'll see if they're going to call it a personal foul. Yeah.
Horse collar. On the defense, 15 yards added on the end of the run.
Yeah, that helps. The line judge on this side, as I watched the replay, did toss it out there. It wasn't really a strong toss. It was.
Come on now, we need a little arm out of our referees here. Help us out. But no, it was the first time we've seen Geneseo step away from the 2 tight end sets and split 2 guys to the left. Ran that way and it worked.
On 1st and 10, they'll try the sweep again with Jackson. He bounces off a couple defenders. Has it inside the 25 down to the 23-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play, make it 2nd down and 3.
Went with that same play this time without 2 of those guys split out to the left. And hey, anytime you can get a gain of 6 here or there, you'll take it.
We're in the second quarter. clock is running. 9:15 to go before halftime. Geneseo 7 and the LP Cavaliers 0. Geneseo with the football and on the move. Kyle Wise going out wide right, setting up on the right hash. Kyle Toon under center with Raps in motion. Drew takes the call, and it's brought down. A solo tackle made at the 19, but it's a first down for Geneseo.
Drew Raps, the ball carrier, picks up the Maple Leaf first down.
Just shows you how much penalties can help you too. I mean, we're talking about, you know, second down and 5 yards to go from midfield. Instead, it becomes 1st and 10 from your own 30. So, which either team is able to cut down on those penalties is going to be huge tonight as well.
Raps in the backfield next to Humphreys and Humphreys gets the call. He bounces over the top of a would-be tackler, and he is finally stopped at the 15. We'll give him 4 yards on the play. Second down and 6.
Just that ground and pound, old style Geneseo football right here.
Second down, Geneseo.
Really, LP has not had an answer here defensively.
No.
They've come up with a couple stops at the line of scrimmage, but for the most part, Geneseo's been getting at least 4 yards on every carry. This is a second down and 6 play. And it's Drew Raps finding his way through the offensive line, down inside the 10, has a first down, stopped at the 8.
There you go, 1st and goal yet again for the Leafs. Last time in the red zone they were able to convert. Looking to do the same here, go up by 2 scores, and be a good mark to have. But you still got about just shy of 8 minutes left in this second quarter.
Geneseo will break the huddle. Kyle Wise comes out. He'll go wide to the left side, set up with single coverage over there. Geneseo's going to continue to run the ball. This is Jordan Jackson up the middle, finding his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Geneseo takes a 13-0 lead. Hey, be the first caller to La Roma Pizza and say Abadanza, and you'll win a free large 2-topping pizza. First caller to La Roma Pizza and say Abadanza, and you'll win a free large 2-topping pizza. WGRG radio listeners only. 1 winner per season. Must redeem within 1 week. La Roma Pizza, 944-6171. By the way, that's the Italian word for abundance.
I was going to say, is it a noun or a verb? Wanted to know the origin as well. I wouldn't want to try to spell that one.
Extra point is good by Jack Hinton. We don't make it easy to win a pizza.
Got to work a little bit.
7 minutes and 30 seconds left in our
I like that, though. Little call-in number. Leafs looking good. They're up 2 scores now. Totally different touch than where they were in week 6 last week against that Rochelle team. You know, kind of a little bit defeated going to halftime. This time, right now with a 14-point lead, 14-0 with 7.5 left to go in this second quarter. Leafs are just moving the ball offensively. I'm pretty sure if you looked at time of possession so far, it's got to be absolutely teeter-totter towards the Maple Leafs. I mean, LP hasn't been able to get a first down offensively. They haven't had the ball in their possession for that long.
A lot of incomplete passes, too. Yeah. So, scoring drive for Geneseo took 3 minutes, 7 plays, 48 yards, 8-yard touchdown run for senior Jordan Jackson with Jack Hinton's extra point. 14-0 Geneseo with 7:36 to play in the first half.
Good news, Leafs are going to get the ball to start off the second half as well.
That's why Jesse Dobbles planned it when he flipped that coin.
We'll go with that.
Ready to restart the game, going from right to left. Here's the kickoff from Jack Hinton. Nice kick, high, end over end, through the hands, and in the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Could not handle that kick over his head.
Hinton's done a good job with his kickoffs, pinning them inside their 20 every single time so far, along with the punts, too. Had a couple of booms down the field.
So LP, I think this is their 5th time they've touched the football tonight. They have not had a first down, as they've had to punt.
Got to be kind of like deja vu for last week for the Leafs, who just couldn't get anything going in the first half. We'll see this LP coaching staff with head coach Jose Medina. He's going to try to figure out some things at halftime for LP right now. They're just trying to keep it a 14-0 at this point.
And before the snap of the ball, looks like we had a false start on LP.
Dead ball. False start on the offense.
Carey hasn't completed anything deep on this Geneseo defense. A couple little short passes, but Geneseo's kept the football in front of him.
Man, if he did, it'd be deadly, too. He had about a 40-yard bomb that he threw down on this near side right in front of us. And he's got the capability to be able to throw it long. He just doesn't have the time right now.
Spread formation again, 2 receivers left and right. 1st and 15, ball back to the 15-yard line. Carey flush from the pocket. He's scrambling, looking downfield, lofts it up, has a receiver who got behind the defense at the 45 to the Geneseo 40, and Logan Weber and Tyler Thompson catch up and make the tackle at the Geneseo 30-yard line, but it is a big play for LP to Zane Manriquez.
Tell you what, Kennedy Carey can flat out play. That guy got flushed out of the pocket. He had to go out, he had to miss 2 defenders, and then still look 30 yards down the field, launched one down there. And that's the biggest get up, the first down here for LP of the ball game. But one of the first times we've seen the athlete that Carey really is. He's able to go at you with his legs, but that time using his legs a little bit, but for the most part, throwing it, heaving it on down the floor, on the field.
And a 55-yard pass play for Carey on 1st and 10 from the Geneseo 30. They'll pass it out. Salazar makes the catch for LP and doesn't get too far there. Logan Weber kept him contained and got some help finally on that tackle at the 28-yard line.
It's amazing in high school football how much momentum will do for you. When you got it on your side, things are going good, and that's a huge momentum little boost for LP, who hasn't had much to cheer about in the first half. So see if the Leafs can answer right here in this set of downs, get a stop, get the ball back, and still with 6.5 minutes left to go in the first half, maybe put something on the board.
Geneseo up by 2 scores, 14-0. LP has it at the Geneseo 28-yard line, 2nd down and 8. Kennedy with Charlie Weiss bringing the pressure, lofts it up and knocked down by Drew Rapps, intended for Salazar for LP.
Again, right there, where perfect position where you got to be, a little bit behind the receiver, but yet in a position to make a play on the ball on this near side. These DBs have been on. They had one little mess up down the field here in this series, but they're accounting for it now in this set of downs.
Clock is stopped and that incomplete pass, 6:26, and now they finally blow the whistle to start the play clock, so plenty of time here for LP to snap the ball as they look to the sidelines for the play. And switch players. Still waiting to get the play in there and call timeout. Little confusion there with the play clock down to 5 seconds. LP takes their first timeout of this half. And so it's 14-0 Geneseo with 6:26 to play. And this is, you know, part of the field where Geneseo usually comes up and clamps things down and stops the opponent from getting in the end zone, into that red zone.
Yeah, it's got to be the first time today that the Leafs, or that the LP Cavaliers are in Leafs territory. And with your back against the wall, see what the Leafs can do. Look at down on that sidelines. You see Sam Thomas down on the down with that foot injury he suffered last week. From what we hear, out about 4 to 6 weeks. So with the possibility of maybe coming back for the first or second round of the playoffs, if the Leafs aren't so fortunate. And it's a tough injury for Sam, I know, down there. Hard to stay out as a captain of this team, but there's a couple of guys down on crutches, down out. Some big losses for the Leafs this year.
Yeah, they lost Andrew Pischke early on, and also Lucas Hofer, so they lost a lot of speed, a lot of senior leadership there too. And then you also had Justin Perrin, number 87, injure his knee in the first game. So when you're a 4A team and you lose some players, it's kind of tough to compete with 5A and 6A teams. Kennedy in trouble here as he's flushed from the pocket. He's running for his life, and it's Charlie Weiss who stays right with him. The sideline's pretty happy with Charlie there in that play.
How about that? Don't get reached is the old saying, and he chased him all the way to the sidelines, made him have to go out of bounds to be able to get around that edge. Geneseo sidelines are fired up because Weiss makes a big play to save that 3rd down, 3rd and long. It brings up 4th and a while to go.
This team a couple weeks ago against that Sterling team was so fast, had some trouble with some containment in that game, and it's good to see these guys have worked on that. And it's paying off here tonight. 4th down 8 for LP at the Geneseo 29-yard line. Geneseo trying to hold him here and get the ball back. Kennedy's going to try to run for it to the 25. Needs to get to the 21-yard line, and I think he's about a yard short.
I don't know now. Well, nope, yeah, that's short. Way short, about a yard short. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Leafs now, as they don't even have to measure it.
So good play there by Geneseo. Jordan Jackson will be credited for the tackle.
It's a tough play. Sometimes you get spread out. The offensive line got way spread out, so it's when the linebackers are called on to make a play in the open field, and credit Jordan Jackson. Does it just in the amount of time that he needs to. Now they got 6 minutes to go on down the field, put together a drive here for the Leafs.
Starting from their own 22, sweep play to Drew Rapps to the right. And solo tackle made at the 25-yard line.
First time that LP's really bit up on that rocket play on the far side. DB on that far side of the field came flying right on through and got him just by the shoelaces on the far side. For 17, Ryan Chevler.
Give Rapps 3 yards on that play. 2nd down and 7 from the 25. 4 down lineman for LP, trying to stop this Geneseo ground game. It's Rapps again with the call. He spins his way forward, close to that 1st down marker. He may have it. Official takes a look behind him to see where it's at and marks 1st down.
Better stop the clock, I guess. It's all of a sudden started waving the arms up to stop that one.
Plenty of time here for Geneseo to move the football downfield. 5 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the 1st half. Play clock down to 10 as Geneseo lines it up. 1st and 10. LP cheating up on defense and getting stood up and pushed back. River Griffin, who got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Yeah, it's one of those where you guess, and you guessed right if you're LP. They send 2 linebackers through the A-gap, and Geneseo had the run coming right on through there. And that's tough to do when you're outnumbered 2-3. Defense has the advantage there.
4.5 minutes to play in the 1st half. Geneseo have 2 rushing touchdowns in this game. They lead 14-0. Giving up just 1 play to LP on defensively. LP otherwise has been stymied throughout the 1st half. To throw the ball, Toon on 2nd and 9. Has to step out of the pocket on the far sideline. Heaves it downfield. And had Drew Rapps releasing at the 50. We got a penalty marker, I think, near the 45-yard line.
The only thing I can think on that far side would be a defensive, unless they're saying the offensive guy passed off, pushed off rather. It's on that far side. It could be on the LP bench too. I don't know. They're taking a while to talk this over.
We have the referee mic'd up.
Illegal participation on the offense. The receiver went out of bounds, came right back in. Let's go 15.
Well, he must not have came right back in, because otherwise it wouldn't have been a flag. He must have went a couple of yards out of bounds and then tried to come back in play.
That's a 15-yard penalty.
Wow.
That's
a big penalty. That's got to be one of the only penalties that is not a personal foul, that you get marked off 15 yards. Wow, 2nd down and a long ways to go for the Leafs now.
You don't see that every day.
No.
So clock is running under 4 minutes, just under 4 minutes to go. Geneseo facing a 2nd down and 25. Toon to throw, quick slant, completes it. Kyle Wise at the 27-yard line. And makes it more of a manageable 3rd down, but it'll still be 3rd down in about 15.
Leafs have had their share of penalties against them. LP has had the same, a couple of 15-yarders. They've traded back and forth, and those will take you out of drives, and they'll do so quickly, or they'll accelerate you like the Leafs got offensively last series.
See what the formation is here. Kyle Wise will go to this near side. Ben Cosgrave splits out to the right. Double wing set. LP jumping around on defense, trying to get set. Toon, quick drop. Lofts up a high pass to Kyle Wise in double coverage, and it is intercepted by LP at the 40-yard line. Return to the 50, And Jordan Jackson comes up and makes the stop at the Geneseo 40-yard line. So a couple of interceptions in this first half by Geneseo. And the Cavaliers have it back at the Geneseo 40-yard line with 3 minutes to play.
That's a tough one, too. You got two of those LP guys, Kyle Wise, jumping up after it. And I think Coach Johnson had a word with him afterwards, wanted him to maybe worry about making a play then once that ball's intercepted a little bit more. But now you got to put the defense out there and hope they can stand. Good field position now for LP, and this is a momentum thing we talked about going into halftime. If LP's able to get something this series,
from the Geneseo 41, they'll run it, and a nice solo tackle by Jordan Jackson, hitting Salazar at the point of attack.
So far, the biggest stars of the game has been this defense, and especially up front. You got to give credit to the DBs too. So overall, having a real 360. Or 180, I guess I should say, 180 view since last week where things ended. They've come out firing here in week 7.
2-yard loss on the play, puts the football back to the 43-yard line with 2:25 to play in the first half. LP moving left to right. Double flea flicker here from LP. Carey, long pass downfield, and there's a penalty flag as Geneseo got beat, and Zach Olson didn't know where the ball was at and couldn't get turned around to see it, and ran into the receiver. And so that's going to be a passing interference call on Geneseo. It's not at the spot of the play, though. I think it's a 15-yard penalty, right?
Yeah, I think so, and that's a tough one. That's one of those that I think it is from the spot of the flag. And it's one of those that Geneseo teaches that, hey, if you're going to think that you might allow a touchdown, you'd rather take that flag than allow 7 points on the board. And it was a really hard one, actually, because this is a young DP group too, and Zach Olson was running. He had his back to the play, and then the receiver slowed down, so that made Olson run into him.
On the defense, that penalty is declined. We go to the play for the first down.
Oh, so he must have caught the ball. Okay. I didn't see him catch the ball.
Didn't think he caught it either. And I don't think he caught the, well, we gotta move the chains first. It's a 1st and goal inside the 10. They'll put it at the 7, so at least they have to put the down marker up over there.
I did not see. That's a heads-up play if he was able to still catch that football.
From the 7-yard line of Geneseo, LP ball, 1st and goal. Carey rolling to his right, flips it into the end zone. It's almost intercepted, but it's caught for a touchdown. Ben Cosgrave had it for a second, went through his hands, and LP comes up with the catch and the touchdown, and that's by Ryan Shevlin.
That's one of those tough ones. You see it right there. Cosgrave, it looked like he had it in his hands, a pick right there, but it goes through his hands and into the hands of the LP defender there. Offensive man, rather.
LP gets on the scoreboard. It's 14-6, and looks like they're going to kick the extra point. And we're awaiting that PAT try.
Talked about penalties early on, and that's what took Geneseo out offensively and helped out LP defensively, offensively as well. No good.
So the score remains 14-6 as that kick by Isaac Cassis is no good. But yeah, the big play there was that passing interference call, which
it's a hard play. It really is as a defender. Olson kind of got talking you back through that play. He kind of was behind the guy, so he was chasing up to get up where Mac Uranich was. And Uranich slowed down to catch the ball, and with Olson not looking back, he ran right into the receiver. And it was a good call. It was the right call, but it's a difficult one to play defensively.
I'm sure Willis is going to rewind and take a look, see if that guy caught the ball. Scoring drive for LP, 3 plays, 41 yards, most of that on that long pass. The touchdown pass went from Kennedy Carey to Ryan Shefflin, a short pass of 7 yards, and the extra point no good. So here we stand, 14-6, Geneseo with an 8-point lead, 1:58 to play in the first half.
And if LP's going to score, most likely it's going to be something like that. 3 yards, short time down the field. They're not really able to sustain a drive right now. They're going to try to get lucky, throw one down the field. Right now, they're not able to get a long a long 8-play, 9-play drive together. Not much going for them offensively unless they heave it down the field and get a couple of penalties to help them out.
LP to kick off. They'll send it deep to Tyler Thompson at the 15. With a wall in front of him, up the middle to the 30, and brought down at the 33. Geneseo with 2 timeouts and a minute 52 to work with in this first half. Again, the Green Machine will have the ball back. The third quarter, they'll start off with the football.
Well, a little 2-minute offense here, just under 2 minutes with a minute 52 to go in the first half. Chance to get it down the field, at least maybe trying to pick up 3, if not 6.
Back to the fullback, Cade Humphreys, out to the 39. Good run there of 6 yards. And Geneseo, if they work fast here, they'll have it here 2nd down and 4. Stay in the huddle. Kyle Toon gets the play called in from the sideline, and he'll run it back into the group.
Larry Johnson still has his 2 timeouts to use, and LP's going to use theirs right now, which really, even if you're going to use that timeout, I don't know why you wouldn't wait until the play clock gets down, till Geneseo gets at the line, because you want this time to expire. You want to go into halftime just with a 14-6 lead. I'm not sure that's the smartest timeout if you're LaSalle-Peru.
I think that kind of helps Geneseo here in this. Geneseo, they have the ball.
Yeah, we still had 19 seconds on that play clock. I get it if maybe Toon gets under center and then you want to call a timeout because of the front, but not right there. That helped out the Green Machine. Stop the clock with a minute 28 now.
So Geneseo still with the 2 timeouts, and coming up at halftime, we'll have the Maplettes. We actually have the 50th anniversary of the Maplettes, so a lot of the alumni Maplettes are back. We've got the Geneseo High School Marching Band. We've got the homecoming court to be announced. And then a lot of things coming up here in the next 15, 20 minutes at halftime. Back to football. 2nd down and 4 for Geneseo from their own 39. Toss to Jordan Jackson. 1st down right in front of us. Stopped at the 45.
Jackson, the ball carrier,
and we'll let the clock stop for a moment to move the chains, and nobody calling timeouts.
Hopefully Geneseo can get this playing quickly. They don't seem to be moving too quick. I think they're at the situation maybe, hey, if things start going, we'll start using our timeouts, but we're not going to get into anything too quick and give LP the ball back right now. They are the last team to score. They kind of have that momentum.
It's Jordan Jackson taking the handoff. He's hit, brought down after a 2-yard run. Again, a couple interceptions thrown already in this game for Geneseo. They don't really have to put up another one, maybe have it intercepted again, get a sack or something, and give LP the ball back or some momentum. So comfortable with an 8-point lead. They'll just try to run out this clock in the last minute.
Yep, most likely this could be the last play of the first half. Just keeping it on the ground. Happy to go into halftime with an 8-point lead.
2nd down, 8. It's Drew Rapps trying to get to the outside, breaks a tackle, and he's going to be finally brought down at the 47-yard line, about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Number 24, Drew Rapps, the ball carrier. Marion Martin making the tackle for LP.
So Geneseo, if they don't want to, they don't have to run another play. They're going to go ahead and put one in. We'll see if they get it off. Down to 13 seconds now on the clock. Maybe one last try at it, it looks like.
Maybe a shot downfield. They'll try a sweep play to Jordan Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. Jackson still on his feet, and he's tackled inside the 44-yard line. So that will end the first half. Geneseo with a lead here at home in their homecoming game against LaSalle-Peru. It's the Geneseo Green Machine 14, LaSalle-Peru 6.
This TV 50 telecast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Greg Anderson of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Telephone Company, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Vandemore Funeral Home, Northside Rexall Drug, Hammond Henry Hospital, ProTech Auto Body, Village Home Stores, Liberty Village, Farmers National Bank. Please patronize our sponsors and let them know you appreciate their support of this TV50 telecast.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for your Geneseo High School Maplettes on this their 50th anniversary year. this time, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce the 2016 homecoming court for Geneseo. First up, the freshman attendance. Luke Henkhaus and Kaylee Frericks. Luke is the son of Craig and Tricia Henkhaus of Geneseo. He's a member of the wrestling team involved in the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Luke likes to ride bikes and hang out with friends. He also enjoys spending time with his family. Kaylee is the daughter of Kurt Frericks and Karna Frericks of Geneseo. She's on the volleyball, basketball, and soccer teams. For a summer job, Kaylee babysits, and she's also involved with her church. For fun, she enjoys bike rides, fishing, camping, and being outside. She also likes to hang out with her friends and watch Netflix. Our sophomore attendants, Zach Olson and Isabella Mitchell. Zach is the son of Dan and Karen Olson of Kelowna. He's on the football and baseball teams in his spare time. He enjoys mountain biking and spending time with friends. Isabella is the daughter of Chris and Rhonda Mitchell of Geneseo. She's a member of the volleyball and track teams. In her spare time, she enjoys hanging out with her friends. Isabella is being escorted by her father, Chris. Our junior attendants, Joe Stoll and Rebecca Beard. Joe is the son of Brad and Sarah Stoll of Geneseo. He's a member of the varsity football, wrestling, and track teams. He is a lifeguard at the Aquatic Center. Joe also enjoys fishing, sports, and spending time with family and friends. Rebecca is the daughter of Randy and the late Joyce Beard of Geneseo. She's on the cross-country and track teams and is involved in choir. During the summer, she's employed at the community center with day camp. In her spare time, she enjoys reading music, running, hiking, and hanging out with her friends. Rebecca is being escorted by her father, Randy. Our senior attendants, Lord and Lady, Marshall Rice and Lily Henderson. Marshall is the son of Clint and Melanie Rice of Geneseo. He's on the golf and baseball team. He's also a member of Link Crew and involved in the TGF teams with a gift of foresight. Marshall works for Maple Bluff Golf Course. In his free time, he likes fishing and hanging out with his friends. Lily is the daughter of Eric and Melanie Henderson of Geneseo. She's on the golf team, gymnastic, and track teams. Lily is a member of the Student Council, Key Club, National Honor Society. She's also involved with the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, TFCA, the TGF Teens, with a gift of foresight, and the senior class secretary. Lily is employed at the Aquatic Center as a swim instructor and lifeguard. She also works at the Urban Farmhouse. In her spare time, she enjoys hanging out with friends, watching Grey's Anatomy, and going to Dairy Queen. Our Duke and Duchess, Andrew Roseman and Brooke Langen. Andrew is the son of Carrie and Ruth Roseman of Geneseo. He's involved in choir, the fall play, madrigal, speech, music, and Link Crew. Andrew works at the Urban Farmhouse and the Community Center as a swim instructor and lifeguard. He also enjoys yoga and running. Brooke is the daughter of Mike and Tara Langan of Geneseo. She's on the Student Council as president. She's a member of the Key Club, Student Welfare Advisory, and the gymnastics team. Brooke's also involved in the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, TFCA, and the TGF Teens with a gift of foresight. Brooke works at the Geneseo Community Center as a gymnastics instructor and babysits in the summer. In her spare time, she loves getting ice cream with her friends. And finally, our king and queen for 2016, Andrew Benhart and Lainey Dow. Andrew is the son of Rick and Renee Benhart of Geneseo. Andrew's on the soccer and track teams. He's a member of the Student Council and is senior class president. He's also on the Student Welfare Advisory and Hall Runner. Andrew works at Save-A-Lot and in his spare time likes hanging out with friends and playing sports and annoying his little brother. Lainey is the daughter of John and Laura of Geneseo. She's on the cross-country and soccer teams. She's employed at Dairy Queen. Lainey also likes running and reading and watching Netflix. Ladies and gentlemen, in front of you is the 2016 Homecoming Court.
This TV 50 telecast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Greg Anderson of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Telephone Company, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Vandemore Funeral Home, Northside Rexall Drug, Hammond Henry Hospital, ProTech Auto Body, Village Home Stores, Liberty Village, Farmers National Bank. Please patronize our sponsors and let them know you appreciate their support of this TV 50 telecast.
Second half coming up here from Bob Reed Field in Geneseo. It's the Green Machine 14, LaSalle-Peru Cavaliers 6. With Zach Mackey, I'm Lauren Lemke. And Geneseo is going to start off with the football in this third quarter, as they had 169 yards rushing in the first half. LP with 112 yards passing, so it's been the run game for Geneseo, the passing game for LP, but LP really just had two big plays in that first half, a 43-yard pass and a 55-yard pass. Other than that, they did not have much offense on the ground, just 7 yards rushing in that first half. Geneseo with a couple of turnovers, and that's kind of really hurt Geneseo here in the first half. Otherwise, it would be all Geneseo, but they kind of kept LP in the game with those two turnovers. We'll see what Geneseo can do here in the second half, Zach, but I think it's just the run game for Geneseo is going to be key here in the second half.
Absolutely. Keep it on the ground. Go with what's working for the Leafs so far. They've been able to get a lot of yards down on the ground, and you know, you look at the two times that the Leafs weren't able to, had to punt it away. It happened with those penalties, those 15-yarders. So you got to watch out for those two. Those kill you whenever you're trying to get a series together.
Capacity crowd here at Bob Reed Field. We took a little walk around at halftime. The stands are full. Lots of people along both sides of the stadium here in the seating part of it, and it's a great night for football. Homecoming Geneseo. Second half kickoff coming down to Geneseo. This is Tyler Thompson, kicks it out to the 30, down the near side to the 40, cuts it back to the 45, and taken down a solo stop at the 46-yard line. Good return there by Thompson, who brings it back 36 yards.
Well, there you go. Another opportunity for the Leafs to get a start with pretty good field position right now, starting on their own, what is it, 46-yard line. So not a bad spot to get a start of series here now.
Cade Humphreys had 41 yards in the first half, 63 from Jordan Jackson and a touchdown. Drew Rapps at 66 and a score. First and 10 play. Cade Humphreys blasting his way up the middle, 8 yards into LP territory to the 46.
Cade Humphreys right up the middle. He's been so good tonight about running those feet. After that first contact, getting a little bit more yards, and he's fired up going back to the huddle, getting the high five from his teammates along the way.
Player up slow for LP, and number 79 is going to have to come out for at least a play, and they'll perhaps have to check him on the sideline. It might be a concussion test here for McGuire Kaspersky.
Yeah, he was a little hobbled. He took a hard collision coming out of Humphreys. I think that's why Humphreys was a little fired up, too, after taking that big hit. And a long walk over to the sideline now for the injured LP player.
Geneseo with 2 first-half rushing touchdowns. LP scoring their touchdown through the air, short touchdown pass. It's a close one here, 8-point lead for Geneseo, but Green Machine with the football as they give it to Humphreys. Another opening for him off tackle. Cade does not want to go down, and Humphreys has it to the 36-yard line of LP. It'll be 1st and 10, Geneseo.
Up the left side, Cade Humphreys has been the workhorse so far this series. A couple of big plays right there. And the time on the left side. Leafs just going back to what they know. Keep it down on the ground, 2 tight end sets the whole way through.
Geneseo lining up, full house backfield, double tight. They're overloaded here on this left side. Jackson up the middle, charging forward to the 31, give him 5 yards as Geneseo continues to knock LP down. and move the football downfield.
That's a nice job of the Geneseo coaching staff and not showing everything you got in the first half. They haven't shown that that overload to the left side in that first half, so then you throw something new out. You know, the LP Cavaliers went into halftime trying to scheme against the Leafs, and you add even another element then coming out of halftime.
Same formation here with the line. They'll give it to Humphreys off the left side, and he stopped at the 30-yard line. It might have been a flag thrown in there.
Ball carrier,
Referee throwing the flag and making the signal. And so Geneseo had two penalties in the first half, 30 yards. Zach, you had mentioned that both of those were 15-yard penalties. Kind of hurt Geneseo. Here's one.
Yeah. Any penalty hurts, especially those ones that were 15-yarders. Those do not help the fact at all. And they're trying to decide if they want to take them back or if they want to take the down. There we go. We're sorry for any of the camera work on the replay there. Keith had to run out for a sec, so I was double duty.
Nice job. I was impressed.
I don't know.
Cameraman and color commentary all at once. Pretty soon we'll be doing stats, too.
Oh, geez. I don't want that one. I see Willis going crazy over there all the time.
Penalty backs Geneseo up to the 41 of LP. 2nd and 15. Toss to Drew Rapps. And Rapps is thrown down at the 40-yard line. Geneseo looking at a 3rd and 13.
Nice job on that side. They got through on the left side. There was just nothing going. He didn't have any room to run, no hole on the right side. And looks like that, that linebacker on the outside did a good job with containment over there, number 23, Dominic Elliott on the far side for LP. Kept containment, made him run inside, and there was nothing going on the inside part of that play.
2 minutes into the third quarter, Geneseo 14, LP 6. Geneseo moving right to left, 3rd down and 13, heading to the north end zone. They'll run it up the middle, big opening. Out to the 30 is Cade Humphreys, and Geneseo probably will go for it here on 4th down and a long 3.
Give it to your workhorse right now. Cade Humphreys is coming up with a couple of big hits right there. The fullback for the Leafs, another former fullback in the house tonight. Lane Acree is down along the fence. I saw him as with the Iowa Hawkeyes right now. Not dressing this week, but he's down taking in the homecoming contest tonight.
He was a beast on that football field. Fullback, linebacker.
Both ways.
Geneseo will go for it at the LP 30-yard line, 4th down and 4. And before we have this play, Geneseo's going to call a timeout.
Geneseo got a look at the front from LP. They went up there, and you saw there was about 10 guys just packed into the box. They were sending everybody in every single gap. They were going to bring the entire house. So Coach Johnson called that timeout on this near side. They're going to talk something over, see if they decide to overload a side again like they were doing the last couple of times, or if they're going to try to drop back, throw in what Coach Denny Derricks and Coach Johnson have up their sleeve.
Ball at the 30-yard line. Tyler Thompson had a nice kickoff return to set Geneseo up here around midfield, and Green Machine offense trying to overcome a holding penalty on this drive to pick up a 4th down and 4. Next week, Geneseo back here. Final home game of the regular season against Canelan. First matchup between Canelan and Geneseo in a crossover game in the Northern Illinois Big 12 Conference. And then Geneseo is going to finish out the season on the road 2 weeks from now at Morris.
Man, what a crossover game that is. Canelan, a huge school on the other side, a powerhouse, always in contention for the east side of the Northern Illinois Big 12. And they're going to be coming to G-Town for the first time, like you said.
After the timeout, Geneseo huddles up.
Don't be surprised, Lauren, if we see a little double go. See if we can't draw somebody offside, somebody on their tippy toes on that LP side.
Rapps in motion. Give it to Cade Humphreys. Breaks a tackle. First down and more to the 10. Down to the 5. And Humphreys all the way down to the 3-yard line.
Just barely by the shoelaces, they got him. But how about that? Humphreys not only getting that first down, powering right on through, getting another 10 after that. And up the right side, that fullback has been lights out so far here in the second half. Every time he touched the ball, it's been a couple of yards.
Humphreys was heading to the end zone, but he got tripped up from behind. But he's come out running hard here in this second half. Had 41 yards in the first half. It's all been downhill running for Cade Humphreys in this third quarter. from the 3-yard line, 1st and goal. Drew Rapps with plenty of blocking in front of him. He's in for the touchdown.
Touchdown.
All right.
Geneseo goes up 20-6, 8:35 to play in the 3rd quarter.
Drew Rapp, second back through on the right side. Gets on through. That's a big touchdown. Put you back at 2 scores now. And not that you can settle down at all, but be interesting to see if LP changes things up coming out offensively. They haven't been able to move the ball all that effectively except one series. So we'll see about that.
Jack Hinton's extra point on its way. It's good, 21-6. Nobody more happier than Jesse Dobbles with Geneseo coming out here and scoring a touchdown on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The honorary captain tonight. LP won that coin toss, and things have just worked out in Geneseo's favor.
Well, you're telling Jesse, you better not mess this up, and it's worked for him so far.
Geneseo's scoring drive, we'll get that here in a second, but well over 50 yards on it, with Drew Rapp scoring a 2nd touchdown tonight. It took 7 plays, 54 yards, 3 minutes and 25 seconds. A 3-yard run by junior Drew Rapps. Jack Hinton with the extra point. Kate Humphreys with a lot of yards on that series for Geneseo.
Like to see most of the fans staying around for the second half here. It's a close one, a good one.
Humphreys up to 95 in the game, so he had well over 50 yards in that. Again, Geneseo had to back up a little bit with that penalty, so even though they went 50-some yards on it, he had 54 in that series
there
alone. Rapps has 70 on the game, and Jackson with 68.
I got a feeling that Humphreys is going to get over that 95 onto 100. He was the workhorse of that last series. Wouldn't be surprised if they feed him again the next time they're up offensively.
Hinton's kick is going to bounce into the end zone for a touchback. Not many first downs in that first half for LP, just 3. They had 2 big plays, 2 big pass plays, a 43-yard pass and a 55-yard pass. Other than that, their other 18 plays that they ran, they had 7 yards rushing and about 20 yards passing. So Geneseo defense has done their job tonight. They let a couple receivers get behind them, and we kind of expect LP maybe to try that long pass a few times in the second half.
And I'm sure that's something they talked about at halftime, was about don't let that guy get behind you. Olsen found himself in a hard situation because that guy got behind him. He had to play catch up, so try to keep that extra space.
Kennedy carry, 7 of 13 in that first half. Takes the snap, flips it as they run a jet sweep, and running out of bounds is Mac Uranich, and he is out to the 25.
Yeah, and at the end of the first half, we saw Geneseo a couple of times struggle to keep containment. It was hard to be able to keep quarterback Kennedy Carey in there, and that might be something LP's kind of playing with a little bit, running around the outside. And Geneseo was looking for the hold call on this near side, but they're not going to get it from the near referee.
8.5 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. Geneseo up by 15, 21-6, as LP has the football moving left to right. Kennedy is going to be sacked and driven back and knocked down. He was thrown down hard by number 56.
Fumble on the play, recovered by number 34.
That's Hunter Girton.
And there was a fumble.
Did not see that ball come out. He missed that.
Man, he threw him down hard. He went down to the turf hard with his back arm, and it just came right out. And all of a sudden, it was like, hey, I got the ball in my hands. Geneseo's ball, fantastic field position, and it's been a great second half now for the Leafs.
Jordan Jackson with the fumble recovery, and now Geneseo in business. Football just outside the LP 20-yard line.
There you go. Forced turnovers. LP got a couple of them in the first half, couldn't capitalize, and the Leafs are going to try to capitalize on their first turnover of the ball game.
And timeout taken by Geneseo. Second timeout that Geneseo's had to use here in this 3rd quarter. 8:21 to play, 21-6, Geneseo up by 15.
Had to burn one of those timeouts already here for the Leafs because of didn't have everybody out there on the line quite right. I don't think everybody was on the same page that Geneseo had the ball. It was one of those all of a sudden they came up with the ball and we're like, hey, the ball's in the Leafs' hand. So fantastic field position, like you said, at the 21-yard line, the LP 21.
I haven't seen Hunter Girton play much defense this year, but he comes up with a big sack. forces the fumble, and Jordan Jackson recovers for Geneseo. This is where you just want to get a quick score here.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice?
And the way Cade Humphreys is running, give him the
him
ball.
That's right. Yes, he just needs 5 more yards to get to that triple-digit 100 mark.
I don't think Cade's been over 100 yards yet this season. I mean, he's had a couple of games up there, but want to get to that century mark. It's Jackson with the call, slips a tackle in the backfield and takes a couple of defenders with him. Kind of late hit there after the play as Jackson was down. I don't know if the player got blocked into him.
And he came down on his helmet. From what it looked like here, we'll look at a replay up here on the booth, but it was Jackson who kind of last second came flying in out of nowhere and just landed on top. I think he might have fell on top re-looking at it.
9-yard gain for Jordan Jackson. Sets the ball up at the LP 12-yard line. 2nd down and 1.
Going back to that old 2 tight end set. 7 down on the line.
Humphreys behind Toon, and Cade gets the call. He's tripped up, has the 1st down at the 8-yard line of LP.
Tripped up by number 89, Jenkins.
Geneseo up by 15, looking to extend this to a 3-score game as they threaten here at the Cavalier 8-yard line. In the 3rd quarter, 7.5 minutes to play. With the green machine lighted sign behind the offense. 1st and goal from the 8. Weaving his way through to about the 5-yard line. And that's it. Jordan Jackson, 3-yard gain.
Well, this is your time now to kind of buckle down, put this in the end zone. This would be huge to be able to go up by 2 scores less than 5 minutes into the already 3rd quarter. Make it a 28-6 ball game. The Leafs were able to put it in right now at the 4-yard line.
Full house backfield, double tight formation, Toon under center. Gives it to Cade Humphreys. Gets low, fumbles the ball. It goes
We haven't had an
at the back
signal
of the end zone. What happened here? Officials kind of looking at each other. I don't think they've made a call yet. Did it go out of the back of the end zone?
Officials are not on the same page. They're trying to decide, all 3 of them in the back there. Now they're talking to the head official.
It'll be a touchback. I looked at the replay. I don't know. Looked like Humphreys may have crossed the goal line with the ball. It came out about that point. It rolled out of the back of the end zone. Cade was the only player that had a chance at getting to the football, and he was not able to grab it. So it's going to be a touchback. And LP's going to have the football at the 20-yard line.
One of those situations so far that if something could go wrong, it has gone wrong for the Leafs. They have controlled this game, but they haven't showed it so much on the scoreboard. A chance to go up by what would be 3 scores at that point doesn't go the Leafs' way.
6:35 to play in the 3rd quarter. Cavaliers take over as Geneseo could not take advantage of that fumble. And this pass is incomplete through the intended receiver's hands, Kane Jenkins.
Tell you what, Kennedy Carey, when he throws that ball, he throws a laser. It is on the mark, and those receivers better be ready. I think sometimes if you take a little off it, and he threw it into the flat that time, it may have had a better chance of being caught. Just throws it so hard.
Incomplete pass. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Cavaliers looking to the sidelines for the play. And play clock down to 10.
Really, the LP offense just trying to create havoc. That's what's worked for them so far.
Kennedy with pressure coming, gets hit as he unloads it, and it's intercepted. No, dropped by Zach Olson, had it. Everybody thought he was going to bring it in, and he could not hang on to it, and it drops incomplete. But Kennedy got smashed back there, throwing that ball by Charlie Weiss.
Look at that, though. One of those opportunities. Fool me once, shame on me. Or shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Right there, Olsen, he stayed back. He did not let that defensive or that offensive guy get in front of, or behind him, rather. He stayed back, kept on backpedaling deep to keep that guy in front of him. Does his job with that play.
So LP with about 8 minutes of possession time in that first half. Running 2 incomplete passes here. 3rd and 10 from their own 20. Rolling to his right, Kennedy's going to run for it. Now try to throw it. Throws it as he gets hit and throws it up for his receiver. Neither defender for Geneseo saw the pass coming. It's incomplete as it hits the ground. Drew Rapps
we got a flag
and Zach
over there.
Olson.
I think it was a, yeah, I see
Late
it right
hit.
now. It was a hold on that offensive line. They held right up front. It was Tyler Tate's trying to get through, and he was completely held, turned around by the offensive man for LP. So most likely this is going to be declined by the Leafs, and they'll go ahead and make it 4th down then.
We have 2 fouls on the play.
Oh, he's going to call it.
First one is holding.
They saw the hold. No, going to call a personal foul on us.
Legal formation.
Oh,
We
no.
have a 6-man line. You're going to want to take the hold.
Most likely they're going to want to decline both and make it a 4th down, I would think. Referee trying to get the call from the Geneseo sideline.
Decline. Illegal formation.
Decline.
Decline.
Yeah.
4th down.
4th down, they're going to have to punt it away. It's in a good situation right now for this Geneseo defense. So, yep, throw it away, and Leafs get the offensive ball back here. A short little possession there for LP. Goes 3 and out.
I think they had the, 10 seconds of possession time there.
Yeah, it was like nothing.
10, 15 seconds in 3 plays. They'll punt here with Thompson and Olsen back at midfield. They're on each side of the Geneseo G at the 50-yard line. Low kick coming down towards Olsen. He's going to let it roll in front of him. He had time to pick it up. Now he's going to come up and pick it up at the 45, the 40, to the 35, the 30. Gets free, the 20, and stepped out of bounds near the long jump pit.
And then he was just tiptoeing on along that sideline, trying to get as many yardage as he could. Fantastic yardage yet again for the Leafs, and let's see if they can't capitalize on it this time.
Must have just stepped out of bounds on that sideline as we watch the replay, but Zach's got a touchdown return, punt return earlier this year, short return.
In the 3rd quarter, Morris, 21.
Sterling right now taking it to Rochelle, 28-0. Leading that one, the Golden Warriors over the Rochelle Hubs.
On 1st down here for Geneseo, it's Jordan Jackson slipping it past a couple of tacklers and has it up to the 11-yard line. Still haven't blown the whistle, like he was wrapped up.
Yeah, they
Took a few seconds before they actually came in and whistled it dead.
That's no need for that.
And it looks like about a 9-yard run. So, yeah, kind of with Sterling and Rochelle, is either going to be Sterling's speed or Rochelle's power that was going to dominate that game. It looks like speed is winning in that one.
Yeah, it really is. And that's how you get somebody hurt. Officials are late to the whistle. They're looking at other parts of the play. And Jackson was out left in no man's land.
LaSalle-Peru calls a timeout with Geneseo here threatening at the 11-yard line. And that will stop the clock. 5:24 to play in the 3rd quarter. They put the Cubs score up on the scoreboard here at Bob Reed Field. Bottom of 4, no score between the Cubs and the Giants from Wrigley Field.
There you go. Get home just in time to see the end of that one after checking out the Maple Leafs tonight. Maple Leafs have Canelan next week in Week 8, and then they got Morris in Week 9. Right now in the 2nd quarter, Morris is leading Canelan 7-3. That's a good ball game going on right now at Canelan.
Senior night next week here at Bob Reed Field, so hope to have you back in the stands watching this one. Geneseo trying to put this game a little bit farther away if they can get in for a score. Looks like they were going to have a touchdown on their last possession, but fumbled out of the back of the end zone. But with a nice return by Zach Olson, they have the football down at the LP 12-yard line. 2nd down and 1 following that 9-yard run by Jackson, who's starting to pile up the yards in this game too. It's Jackson with the call. Backing his way towards the goal line, still on his feet, and he's in for the touchdown. 12-yard run for Jordan Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, and Geneseo now up 27-6 as they shoot off the fireworks.
Hard work wins it there. He kept to his feet and kept on running. hit by about 6 or 7 guys that couldn't bring him down, kept on rustling, turning all around to try to get into the end zone. He does so to make it a 27-6 ball game. And Hinton so far, who has been spot on, plenty of distance on his extra points, zooming it right on through, tries to make it a 28-6 ball game.
On its way, and it is good. Geneseo up by 22 with a couple touchdowns in this third quarter. And with 5:16 to play in the third period, 28-6 Geneseo over the Cavaliers of LaSalle-Peru.
At least wanted to do, go ahead, get a couple of scores, get that lead, and that's what they got right now. They dominate. When you looked at the first half, Leafs had control of that first half. LP had one little series there offensively, but the scoreboard didn't show that Geneseo owned that first half quite like they did. Right now, the scoreboard's starting to get there, 28-6 Leafs.
Just 21 yards, 2 plays. Jordan Jackson, 11-yard touchdown run. Jordan Jackson sets it up with a 9-yard run before that.
Yeah.
So that was Jackson's drive. It was Kate Humphrey's drive, the scoring drive before. And it's 28-6. Jack Hinton, 4 for 4 tonight in the extra point department.
A couple of seniors in that backfield that, as playoff time is looming in the future, are going to have to step up. Kate Humphreys and Jordan Jackson are flexing their muscles here a little bit now in week 7. Geneseo and LP.
Hinton drives this one down sharply, taken at the 15, and returned out to the 33-yard line. So if you're Geneseo, got to feel good about the way things have gone tonight. Got some points on the scoreboard. Your defense is playing pretty good. And just what they needed here after a couple weeks. Really 2 tough weeks of football, the last 2 games against 2 really strong 5A teams.
Absolutely. These guys see the newspapers. They see the things that are being said as far as, is the unbeaten streak going to be, or is the winning season streak going to be in jeopardy? Is Geneseo hasn't lost 3 consecutive regular season games since the 1960s. I mean, they see these things, and they were fired up to come out here. They've put on a show so far.
Draw play for LP. They have some room to run up the middle with Geneseo back on pass defense, and about a 7-yard run there for the Cavaliers with Ben Cosgrave making the tackle.
9 yards on the carry.
One of the best offensive plays that we've seen from LP that was planned from the beginning. A run play down to the ground. They did a good job of spreading out that Geneseo D and then giving it right up the middle. Linebackers, as you said, were back in that pass coverage, and it made for an easy gap up the middle.
2nd down and 1. LP will try to run for the first down, and spinning his way very close to that marker. He's got it at the 45 at Salazar again.
Salazar, the ball carrier. Humphreys on the tackle. LP picks up a first down on the play. Cavaliers have it 1st and 10 on their own.
No huddle offense for the Cavaliers. As they get the play in from the sidelines, they'll again line up 2 receivers to the far side of the field, 2 this way, with the lone running back next to Kennedy Carey. Pass, quick slant off the hands of his intended receiver and incomplete.
Pass intended for number 21, Zane
and Geneseo's going to get Charlie Weiss and Hunter Girton in. A little more speed on that defensive line. Anticipating another pass and possibly getting in for another sack tonight.
You give Kennedy Carey, the quarterback for LP, too much time. He is able to thread the needle there. He had a good pass, and it was right of the money, just not quite being able to be brought in by his receiver out of the field. And you've seen oftentimes he's not intercepted much. He throws a bullet of a pass, and it is right on the mark most times.
2nd down and 10. Carey backs up in the shotgun. He has pressure, and he's going to be sacked inside the 40-yard line. That's Hunter Girton, who has a 2nd sack tonight. So nice surprise on defense there for Hunter Girton.
Able to move up there. You talked about it. They brought in the fast guys, put a little pressure on that quarterback, and it's exactly what Girton did.
3rd down and 16. Ball back at the 39-yard line. LP's really only had 2 good plays here tonight, 2 long passes. Otherwise, in that, Geneseo defense has held them in check. 3 receivers to this near side. Kennedy, no time to throw. He's going to try to run for it. And he'll turn it upfield, a short run almost back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th down and long for LP at their own 45-yard line.
Tough call, too, if you're Coach Medina. Right now, your defense isn't able to stop Geneseo. Your offense is really your last hope. I know it's 4th and 12, and he's going to punt it away here still with 3:07 left to go in the third. Definitely had to take a little bit of a longer thought just because of the fact that their LP defense tonight has not been able to stop Geneseo's offense.
To receive for Geneseo, number 22, Olson, number 25, Thompson.
Olson and Thompson hanging out around the 30-yard line. That's kind of a snapback, was kind of a lob. And the punt's going to roll inside the 27-yard line. Here comes the Geneseo offense. They've got a couple touchdowns in this quarter, and they look to add their 22-point lead here at home on homecoming night at Bob Reed Field.
Heard the senior class won the float building. I was at the parade today, and I thought I would have voted for the senior class too. They had quite the little setup for their little parade route.
Congratulations to the seniors. Job well done. On 1st down, Geneseo's going to hand it up the middle to River Griffin, and River Griffin out to the 38-yard line. He's got a 1st down run. A lot of 9, 10-yard runs tonight from Geneseo.
Yeah, we talked about it last week. I know I listened into the broadcast of you and Coach Pettit, and it was Logan Weber, it seemed like, was the leading tackler. And you got to say the same right now for LP. Their secondaries have to make a lot of those tackles about 9, 10 yards down the field, and they're accounting for a majority of these stops.
Geneseo lines up at their own 38-yard line. Raps goes down the line in motion, and I think Geneseo had 2 players moving at the same time.
I'll start on the offense.
5-yard penalty against the Geneseo offense for a false start.
Penalty moves it back 5 yards. Geneseo has it 1st and 15. Ball's on the
1st and 15. You'd rather see that happen on 1st down like it did here. So you got a couple of downs to work with that now.
Ball back to the 20 or the 34-yard line. They're going to try that same play. Tune's going to roll to his right, toss it up, and off the fingertips of Jordan Jackson at the 45-yard line.
So close, just off those fingertips on the far side. He was almost able to bring it in, just a little high of a throw.
Good touch on that pass, got it over the defender, but just could not be hauled in by Jackson, who's got at least 1 pass reception tonight. Caught a pass in the 1st half. Kind of been one of the favorite receivers for Tune this season. 3rd down, 2nd down, and 15 now for Geneseo, back at the 34. And they'll give it to Jordan Jackson. Lumbers his way up to the 40-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 9.
Offensive line's winning the battle. Talked about it tonight, and Jackson on that play ended up being the second back through just because he had a lineman, the tackle, on the far side pulling right in front of him. Dalton Stage does a good job at clearing that hole. He's a big reason the Leafs on that play able to get 6 or so yards.
Down to 1:30 to play in the 3rd quarter. Geneseo 28, LP 6, 3rd down 9. Geneseo with the ball. Tune to pass. Sets up, throws over the middle. Noah Aper makes the catch. He's undercut as he catches the football. He's going to be short of the 1st down by about a yard.
Just a yard, and yep, Coach Johnson not going to risk anything here. They're going to go ahead and punt it away with just a minute left to go in the 3rd. Work the field position game a little bit.
That'll bring Jack Hinton in off the sidelines. He had 1 punt in that 1st half for 34 yards. On 4th down, a long 2 here for Geneseo. Hinton standing at his own 35, ready to take this snap and kick it away. No pressure by LP. Hinton's kick going to go off to the sideline and out of bounds. Short punt, and LP will take over. 32 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. 28-6, Geneseo leading.
Geneseo can't be too discouraged at giving the ball back over to LP just because, again, One first down, but besides that, nothing in the second half now.
Where LP will take over 1st and 10.
LP's real motivation to be able to score is to create chaos. It's been a couple of the flea flickers, the run as far as you can downfield and see if Carey can throw it up and get some luck somehow. Their run game, their short pass game has not been effective here tonight in Geneseo.
3 down linemen for Geneseo as LP's going to try that draw play again, and nowhere to go. And you run into big number 71 out there, Zach Humphrey. He just ate up that ball carrier.
How about it? Zach Humphrey playing with a broken hand on the left side, still able to get through there. He's playing through injury with week 7 of the season. So many of these guys have a couple of those bumps and bruises, have to play through. Buckle up with the playoff season right around the corner.
Well, Geneseo came out, put up 2 scores in this third quarter, and at the end of 3, it's the Geneseo Green Machine 28, the LaSalle-Peru Cavaliers 6.
This TV 50 telecast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Greg Anderson of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Telephone Company, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Vandemore Funeral Home, Northside Rexall Drug, Hammond Henry Hospital, ProTech Auto Body, Village Home Stores, Liberty Village, Farmers National Bank. Please patronize our sponsors and let them know you appreciate their support of this TV 50 telecast.
Final quarter from Bob Reed Field in Geneseo. The Green Machine leading LaSalle-Peru 28-6, a 22-point lead for Geneseo. LP will have the football to start this fourth quarter. Rushing tonight for Geneseo, both Cade Humphreys and Jordan Jackson over 100 yards, 108 for Jackson and 2 touchdowns. Humphreys at 103, and Drew Rapps has 70 yards and a pair of touchdowns as well.
Tell you, Lauren, isn't it crazy how much things can change in 1 week? Geneseo offense struggled so much. This week they got 2 guys rushing for over 100 yards now in Jackson and Humphreys.
2nd down 12 to start the fourth quarter. LP slinging it out is Kennedy Carey. Pass complete and finally taken down at the 50-yard line. Max Uranich with the reception.
Geneseo D has kind of loosened up a little bit on those short yardage plays. They're going to give up that 5-yarder here or there to prevent that long throw down the field that happened in the first half once to give LP the 6 points of the board. So they're going to give up that 5-yard play and make Carey make some plays in the pocket.
3rd and 1, draw play, delay draw, and Geneseo all over it. Loss on the play, back to the 46-yard line. And they brought everybody on that play. Nick Schwartzendruber was there. Ben Cosgrave getting some credit on that.
I was going to say either that was a good play call or Geneseo has some type of tendency on this LP team because they brought the house. 8 guys coming against 7 guys on the offensive front. They didn't have a chance on that 3rd down play.
LP's going to go for it. They're 2-4 on the season. They're down by 22 here.
Why not?
And why not? 4th and 6 from their own 45. Kennedy has a blitz coming, weaves his way by it, looking downfield. He wants to throw it, lets it go, and it is incomplete.
Tell you what, Carey's good on the run, though. He's directed the field still while on the run, gets it off to his defender, to his offensive guy on the far side, does a good job at placing it at about the only spot he could, his back right hand, but not able to pull that in on the far side of the field was Ryan Shevlin.
Zach Olson on the coverage for Geneseo. And Geneseo's going to have the ball at the LP 46-yard line. We have 10.5 minutes to play in the game, and Geneseo up by 22, 28-6.
Olsen in this DB group has done a good job tonight. They're going against a offense that has been able to put up points against just about everybody, and they put up points quickly. But tonight, the Geneseo D has held them just to 6 points in this one.
On first down, River Griffin, the fullback for Geneseo, takes the handoff straight ahead, and they let that play continue. He gets driven back. They'll give him a couple yards, and a player down for Geneseo. Up slow is Dalton Stage, but he's going to go back to the huddle.
Well, what do you know? You wait a little longer to blow the whistle, and guys start to get hurt out there. Especially this late in the game in the fourth quarter. Geneseo up by a number on them, 22 points right now. No reason to get anybody hurt in week 7 here.
Play clock down to 10 seconds. Geneseo's probably going to take as much time as they want on these plays as Jordan Jackson cuts back inside the 40 down to the 39, and it'll be 3rd down and 4 for the Green Machine.
Humphreys was out there a couple of plays. He's back in now. Going to check out River Griffin. So see on this big 3rd down play, 3rd and a couple of yards if they don't feed Humphreys right up the middle.
Kyle Toon running into the huddle with the play. Geneseo's going to stay really in a tight formation, the double tight. Raps and Jackson on the wing, straight ahead play to Cade Humphreys. And he is upended, enough for the first down as he gets inside the 35. And Geneseo's going to keep this drive going.
Well, when the Leafs need those 2-3 yards here today, they've given it off to the fullback, Cade Humphreys, who's come up big in the second half, come up big in the first half as well. He's now well over 110 yards in this contest. So it's been an asset back there that LP hasn't been able to stop.
Kyle Wise will line up here wide to the right on 1st and 10 from the LP 35. Toon will toss it back to Jordan Jackson, to the left, to the 30, the 25, down to the 20, still on his feet. And Jackson takes himself out of bounds. And they are going to mark it at the 15-yard line. Jackson, another running back, over 100 yards tonight for Geneseo.
Fans starting to make their way to the towards the exits, and with a chilly game, it's down to about probably 45 degrees or something. Leafs have the substantial lead of the 4th. Can't blame all of them.
From the 15-yard line, Jackson's going to get the ball back in his hands. He's got a 5-yard run down to the 10.
Jackson, the ball carrier.
Geneseo continues to move the football against this LP defense. Again, their 4 losses this year have given up at least 34 points or more in those losses. Geneseo's trying to put a score on here to get the 34. And really no sign that LP will be able to stop them. The only thing that stops Geneseo tonight's been those turnovers. They've had 3 of them. 2 interceptions and a fumble out of the back of an end zone. Otherwise, they might have a couple more scores here. This is Drew Rapp slipping as he cuts back. And he's tackled at the 10. So Geneseo's looking at a 3rd down and 7 from the, or 3rd down and 5 from the 10.
Wouldn't be surprised if they don't call up the number 35, Cade Humphreys, somewhere around in here. 3rd down at about 5 yards to go here for the Leafs. This is a big 3rd down if you want to get into the 30-point range and kind of put an exclamation point next to this one, which I'm sure this Leafs team would like to do. With so much question during the week, dig back in the winning ways.
Cade Humphreys with the call. He's going to go in, standing up. Had some contact, but nobody could bring him down, and Humphreys gets a well-deserved touchdown. He's run hard tonight and gives Geneseo a lead of 34-6.
What a fantastic bounce-back game this has been for the Leafs after having 2 very tough ones against, remember, again, 2 top 5 teams in Class 5A, arguably one of the hardest classes in the entire state of Illinois. So 34-6 right now. Make that 35. Oh, no. At
No
the wrong
good.
angle. Looks like over to the right a little bit. It definitely had the distance. It was over the left crossbar. So just on the other side, but still 34-6. Leafs with that 28-point lead.
A little over 7.5 minutes to go in the game. And Geneseo getting a short field to work with after LP went for it on 4th down and couldn't pick it up. Again, Geneseo has been very strong here in the second half. Just some straight running, just coming right at him, downhill running in the second half.
Yeah.
7 plays, 46 yards, 3 minutes and 47 seconds. 10-yard touchdown run by Cade Humphreys. The extra point's no good. 5 rushing touchdowns tonight for Geneseo. Humphreys with his first. Jordan Jackson has 2, as does Drew Rapps.
Espinoza, Manriquez, number 20.
So again, Canelan next week. Home game for Geneseo. And it will be senior night. A lot of seniors on this team.
Canelan taking on Morris right now, and Morris ends up taking it to Canelan. 34-3. The final ends up being big points coming from Morris in the second half.
Kickoff coming down, and LP is going to down it at the 23-yard line. What was that score again?
34-3.
Wow, one-sided there.
After it was a very close first half between the two.
Geneseo looks like they're going to get their 5th win here and go for win number 6 next week at home against Canelan. From the 23-yard line, we'll try a sweep play. And Geneseo strings it out. Loss on the play back at the 22-yard line. Footballs are coming out. Look out. T-shirts.
See if we got some big arms that can get it up here. These guys got to be happy to be able to get the bounce back. What most likely looks like a win tonight. Right now up by 28. You got homecoming weekend. It's always nice to have that on a positive note.
Well, the football team did their job. You got to win the homecoming game, right? That's their #1 goal.
Got to do it.
2nd down and 11 for LP. Kennedy carries, slings it out. Pass is caught at the 30, out to the 35. And it'll be a 1st down for LP.
And if you asked what the LP offense is like, it's that right there. It's carry over to your ranch, and right now they just haven't found that all game. I mean, that's a good-looking play for LP, but we haven't seen that until now. What, 6:49 left to go in the 4th quarter. So that's a dangerous unit, those two, number 7 and number 2, if they're able to connect a couple of times. But not seeing that much through the first half, much to the like of the Leafs.
Just haven't been consistent on that. But credit the Geneseo defense for recognizing the plays and getting to the quarterback. We'll try another draw play with Salazar, and Jackson and Weiss make the tackle. No score, Cubs, Giants, bottom of 5 from Wrigley Field.
What a series that's going to end up being.
So the last 5 games that the Giants and Cubs have played have been decided by 1 run.
Jeez.
Cubs got it, no problem. 2nd
right.
down and 8 for LP. Carey's going to go to the sideline with that pass, incomplete. Just kind of threw it away. It'll bring up 3rd down.
Taking a look at the history between these two, they played for a long time, and of the 38 meetings between these two, I saw Geneseo's won 34 of them. So it's been pretty one-sided. I can remember a couple of those LP wins. One of them was here at home, and one of them was at LP. But for the most part, it's been one-sided towards the Green Machine.
So Geneseo with a 5th win, what does that mean in the locker room here? You've been there before. 5th win, you get that winning season, you get to continue that streak.
No, absolutely. I'm sure there's a little bit of relief, but yet you're at a point in the season where you want to put even more of an exclamation point, put more up. The Leafs now know that with a win tonight, they will solidify themselves in the playoffs, most likely with the most playoff points out of anybody.
Carey scrambling around back there, completes the pass, He takes a hit, though, after the play, and he's being helped up by one of his coaches, but he does complete the pass for a first down after buying some time.
It will be an exciting locker room experience, though, in there for those guys because, again, you work so hard day in, day out to have the opportunity after the last 2 weeks not being able to get the reward and to go down kind of with your backs down and, you know, some people doubting you to come out tonight, put up a couple of big scores, win, but not only win big and dominate the game. It should be an exciting time in there. And, you know, anytime you have the chance to go on past the regular season, you realize how many teams throughout the state don't get that shot. So it makes it that much sweet and prepare for Canelan.
Sweet play for LP as they pitch it to their running back, Cade Humphreys, with the tackle. He's had a good game tonight.
He has. He read that one dead right away. Tackled about 2-3 yards back in the backfield and bring up second and quite a substantial amount there. He's had a ball game.
5 minutes to play in the game. Geneseo 34, LP 6. Second down and long for the Cavaliers. No hurry here for LP as their quarterback, they're going to call a timeout. Weren't ready to run the play. Play clock was dwindling down, and so the game clock stopped at 4 minutes and 45 seconds.
Well, Kerry, he's taken some hits along the way tonight. This Geneseo defensive front has been in his face throughout the contest. Hasn't given him much time to be able to get the ball out of his hand, and he looked a little rattled up going back over to the sidelines. A little bit of a light jaw coming out of him. Jim and Stephanie Van Opdorp were honored before the game, got the Lifetime Achievement Award from the Geneseo Booster Club and that. So a lot of different ceremonies, different things being given out tonight on homecoming. Two very deserving people out there that helped out the Green Machine along the way.
I guess we can put that talk about a 3-game losing streak to bed for a while. You know, that hasn't happened since 1962. That's the last time Geneseo had a 3-game losing streak.
Are you kidding me? I mean, come on.
So
wow.
This will be, what, the 54th season now that Geneseo has had at least 5 wins in a regular season. So
you don't realize, you don't realize how hard that is until you really take a look at it. Take a look at teams across the state, teams in the Quad Cities right now who haven't won a game this season. Look at a win a game, and the Leafs for the last 54 years have won more games than they have lost. You'll take that.
Second down and long in the shotgun carry, screen play. Salazar makes the catch. Upfield, has the first down to the 40, cuts it back to the outside, and stopped at the 36-yard line by Ben Cosgrave and Zach Olson.
Leafs are going to be facing a Canelan team that is defeated a little bit now. They had a big loss handed to them, not even able to score against a Morris team that looks to be back up on top. Morris, they kind of flustered around a little bit, had been down the last couple of years, but my goodness, 34-3 against a Canelan team that's much bigger than them is a big win in their program history.
First and 10, Salazar with a run. Late whistle, no whistle. Finally a whistle.
Jeez.
That play looked like it had been stopped for a few seconds as well before finally being whistled dead. So it's about a 5-yard, 6-yard run to the Geneseo 31. And then you got Canelan coming in here that Geneseo hasn't played before. So, two teams that aren't familiar with each other. That's always interesting, too.
Yeah, it is. Especially, Geneseo used to playing so many teams, been around forever, played just about anybody, it seems, around. And Canelan, they'll bring a good crowd. They got a big school, lots of fan base. So expect that side to be filled over there. A fun environment here at Bob Reed Field.
This pass on second down is completed for a first down. Geneseo just given a cushion here on these wide receivers and want to get beat anything deep, and they're taking advantage of those soft zones in front of the D-backs.
Be surprised, too, down there on the sidelines. I'm sure it's just as intense right now if it was a 0-0 ball game. This D does not want to let up another one of those scores. They want to keep it down to 6, keep it in the single-digit range for LP. They're going to try to buckle it in here now with their backs against the wall.
3:20 to play in the game. First and 10, LP on the Geneseo 23-yard line.
Better get this set up.
Quarterback carry looking to the sidelines and calling a timeout. That should be their final timeout of the half.
That's their last time.
Well, all the times that LP's had to use their timeouts, it's been because they haven't been on the same page, just didn't have the right offensive set out there and had to waste another one of them.
Can't take them home with you, so go ahead and use them up.
There you go. Use them or you lose them.
Geneseo leading at halftime 14-6. They've scored 3 touchdowns in the second half and have put this game away. Up by 28, 34-6 is the score right now. We still have over 3 minutes to play. And a lot of people have left the stadium, at least the stands here. But they'll be back next week.
That's right, for a big one, like we talked about. This is 2 teams that haven't met. And it's new for everybody out there, including this Geneseo team. Nice bounce back this week and get a look to the future a little bit now. Like we talked about, with 32 playoff points, they have went ahead and solidified themselves a chance for postseason play. A win tonight will do that as well. So we're going to see the Leafs at least one more game. That's all that's guaranteed for you.
Back to action, first down play ready to be run here by LP from the Geneseo 23-yard line. Draw play, and it's a tackle made by Nick Schwartzendruber at the 18-yard line.
So if LP is going to try to put this in, play for a little pride, they're going to have to do so quickly. They go with the no huddle here now, and they're just under 3 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. No timeouts.
Second down and 5. 2 receivers left and right for the Cavs. Motion in front of the quarterback. He'll fake it, spin, and see a bunch of defenders coming at him.
Oh, geez.
Carry on the run and slides at the 16-yard line.
Right there, Carey made something out of absolutely nothing. It was a closing pocket all the way around him and used his feet to be able to pick up a yard or 2.
Keeps the clock moving. 2 minutes and 22 seconds to play. No timeouts left for the Cavaliers, so they have to get this play off in the next 20 seconds. They'll bunch it up with 3 receivers to this near side. Play clock down to 7. Ball is snapped. Quick pass, slant play. Flag comes in.
Yeah, jeez. That's a hard play to call a flag on. With a slant across the middle, it's hard to call your defense and be able to throw
and a second flag comes in.
Oh, jeez.
And what happened there, but
I don't know where the flag is. I just watched the replay. It does not look like anything happened at all. Olsen was a little slow to be able to get up, too. And the second flag came on Logan Weber in the backfield. Just saw it from the line judge. So I'll tell you, that first flag, though, is very hard to call on Olsen. I didn't see it on the far side on our replay.
On the play. We have pass interference on the defense. We've got a dead ball, unsportsmanlike on the defense. They'll both be halved and halved again. We're going to have first down.
So if you're a math major, please send me a text and let me know where that football's going to be marked at.
Halved and then halved again. So it looks like it ends up at about the 2-yard line.
On the Geneseo 2-yard line.
Another one of those stupid plays, you know, at the end there. I don't know, a little extracurricular play ends up giving LP an extra couple of yards with the unsportsmanlike.
Yeah,
Pass interference was a tough call, though.
It was, yep. So LP's got it at the Geneseo 2-yard line. 2 minutes to play in the game, 1:59 on the clock. Salazar gets the handoff, and he's in for the touchdown. LP will get their second score, make it 34-12, and they'll probably go for 2 here, having missed their extra point after their first touchdown trying to kick it.
Kick had the right height in their first time. It just wasn't on the mark, a little bit to the left, but see what they decide to do. Looks like they're going to kick it.
All right, they're coming in to kick it.
Trying to make it 50% as a kicker here tonight. Missed that first one. Minute 55 to go, so with no timeouts, the Leafs will be able to receive the ball, probably knee it the rest of the way out, and walk out with their 5th victory of the year.
Late player coming in for LP. Now they've got 11 out there. Here's the snap, the kick on its way, and it gets through. It's good.
Just barely.
It was deflected and still able to make it through. 34-13 is the score here at Bob Reed Field with 1:55 to play.
And look
in
at
the contest.
Taking a look at that replay, there were about 4 guys came flying through on the right side of that field goal unit. These guys do not stop. Doesn't matter if it's special teams, what it is. They came right on by trying to get the block there, but Leafs are going to go ahead and get a victory here tonight. Right now leading things by 21 with 1:55 to go. That should be enough time for the Leafs to be able to, I think if we do this right, maybe have to get 1 first down. Otherwise get out of here then.
Kind of expect LP here to do an onside kick or squib it or something to try to.
It would not surprise me one bit.
Try to get possession of the ball back. So out come the Cavaliers to line up. Geneseo expecting an onside kick. They got the hands team in. 5 guys up near the 50 and another 4 back at around the 40-yard line. Ball's got to go 10 yards before you can touch it.
Number 8, Casas, back deep to receive for the Maple Leafs.
Well, the Leafs, it looks good right now for them. They walked out. I don't see anybody hurt down there. Looks like we skipped the injury bug, knock on wood, so far in this ball game with just 1:55 left to go. That's huge whenever you're able to get a conference win here tonight as well.
Onside kick. It's actually a hard squib kick that is fielded by Drew Rapps. Falls on it at the 39, and LP does not have any timeouts, so as you mentioned, Zach, a first down here by Geneseo probably puts this one away, and they can start taking some knees. And Geneseo's got Kyle Toon out of the game.
Jaron Brooker.
Brooker's in, yep, number 5.
Good to get those young guys some snaps. As Brooker just a sophomore.
Sophomores did win tonight, 27-12 over LP. Seems like a long time ago.
It does.
2 minutes ago, 1:55 on the clock. Geneseo hands it off here on this first down play out to the 40-yard line. Colin Murphy, number 33, with the running attempt for Geneseo.
Trying to get all these names that are checking in. Ryan Cass getting in there on the offensive line as well. Second down and 8 yards to go now for this Geneseo unit. This is huge. Get that first down, walk out of here then and not have to get the ball back.
Braden Reese splitting out here to the near side. Second down and 8, and we got a flag on the play before this play is started. Looks like a false start on Geneseo.
Dead ball.
What do we got? Defense. There you go.
Thought he was doing the Macarena there for a while, but
it looked like he was going to go up for a hold, but then he stopped himself.
Offsides by LP. That's going to help the Geneseo offense. They just need 3 yards.
Yeah, and
pick up a first down. That'll do it.
Helps out even a little bit more because you get a brand new, fresh 25 seconds to take off that clock because we're under a minute to go now in the 4th quarter.
Toss it back. Sweep play. Cade Coons. No gain on the play. 3rd down and 3.
It looks like the Leafs just got to run probably about one more play to go ahead and get out of here with another one of those victories. Second unit's in there now. I see Cody Brower on there, one of the tackles, trying to get some of these names in. Back of the backfield, Zach Olson way back as they're going to go down with the kneel.
Victory formation for the Green Machine. Brucker takes a knee. And that will do it. The final seconds will roll off the clock here. And Geneseo will secure a 5th win on the season, a 34-13 victory over They're one of the conference rivals, LaSalle-Peru. Cavaliers fall to 2-5. Geneseo now 5-2. And back here next week at home against Canelan.
Can't speak about how big of a win this is for Geneseo to be able to answer back, pick up a win against an LP team that's had a very good season for LaSalle-Peru. They've really had some key wins. They've had some tough losses against Sterling along the way as well, but for the most part, they've put up some big numbers. So it was nice for the Leafs defense to get a couple of huge stops, and the offense to be able to move the ball here and there. Had a couple of guys rush for over 100 yards.
Nice homecoming win for the Geneseo Green Machine, and now one of the best sounds you're going to hear here in just a few seconds is that victory bell. They've been waiting to ring that for a few weeks. And get the monkey off their back. They can get some confidence and move on to next week with the win here tonight.
That's right. We're not going to say anything, but I'll tell you, Coach Pettit hasn't been the best luck up here in the booth. He's not here tonight to hear this one. But as you said, yeah, the victory bell, it's nice to hear that. Nice to get this. You got homecoming this weekend. It's nice to stay on that good, positive vibe now. Hopefully everything stays good tomorrow. Nobody gets in trouble. You're back ready, preparing for a Canelan team that's battled up a little bit, had a big game against Morris. And that will be a fun one right back here at Bob Reed Field.
Geneseo leading 14-6 at halftime. They scored 20 straight in that second half and finished it out at 34-12. 340 yards rushing tonight for the Geneseo offense on 56 carries, 354 total yards compared to 198 for LP, 172 yards for LP through the air, and Geneseo with 30 minutes of possession time. Individually, we mentioned two running backs over 100 yards, 135 for Jordan Jackson, Cade Humphreys with 118, Drew Raps at 71, and 2 touchdowns. Jackson 2 touchdowns rushing, Humphreys added a score. And for LP, Carey had 172 yards passing with 55 yards going to Damari Martin. So Geneseo wins it here. Zach, appreciate the help, and good luck on whatever you got going on. We got a ton of stuff going on here with Iowa and everything else, so best of luck with everything.
Yeah, love to help out anytime I can. Thanks for having me.
All right, we'd also like to thank Kim Kennett back at the WGRG FM studio, our statistician Willis Andel, technical coordinator Keith Kennett. I'm Lauren Lemke. Geneseo wins it here at home 34-12 over LaSalle-Peru. Have a good night.
good drill.